grade 12s. It's Friday, April 24th. It's a beautiful day out here, so I've changed our venue to being outside again. I'm out front of the school. You'll hear the traffic noises. You can see the school in the background. Many of you probably haven't seen the front of the building in many days. And so there you go. You can see it in behind me. Before we get started today, I want to start with our encouragement of the day again today. Here you go. Yesterday we read from Psalm 33 about how we are not saved by the things of this world, right? Talked about a horse being a vain hope for deliverance, but those who have their eyes on the Lord and who fear Him, whose hope is in His unfailing love, that we need to have our hope in Him. Today I want to read to you from the end of Psalm 33. I'm just going to read it and leave it at that. I want this to be our prayer for the day. So Psalm 33 verses 20 to 22 say, "We wait in hope for the Lord. He is our help and our shield. In Him our hearts rejoice, for we trust in His holy name. May your unfailing love rest upon us, O Lord, even as we put our hope in You." So again, let that be your prayer today. May the Lord's unfailing love rest upon you today. All right. I've got nothing new for you today in terms of a lesson. What I want you to do today is I want you to finish up the various things that I've already assigned. So if you haven't finished your test, get that done. If you haven't finished your interview with a cancer patient, get that done. If you need to continue to do the research on the 3 scientists that I asked you to research, go ahead and do that. But what I do want to do today is our new segment, Did You Know? Last week when we started this unit, I gave you a few stats talking about how there are 200,000 Canadians will be diagnosed with cancer and 80,000 will die from cancer. Today, a few more stats for you that you may or may not have known. First of all, the top cancers diagnosis in Canada. Within the top 10, the top 4 are lung, colorectal, breast, and prostate cancers. Those 4 types of cancers account for half of all the cancers in Canada. So many of you have been doing your cancer interviews, and I've really enjoyed reading those. And many of the cancers that have come up there have not been those 4, and so the ones that we have been talking about are in the lesser frequent cancers in Canada. Those top 4 account for more than half of all the cancers diagnosed in Canada. Another stat for you, cancer is the leading cause of death in Canada. You may or may not have known that, but it is. And over 25% of all cancer deaths are due to lung cancer. And that's an interesting one because the majority of lung cancer patients are those that have smoked or vaped for many years in their lives. And so lung cancer is one of those types of cancers that is actually mostly preventable, not completely, because it's not always as a result of smoking, but certainly the majority of people with lung cancer have it because they have smoked at some point in their lives, and which makes it somewhat preventable. One other good news stat is that since the 1980s, the mortality rate for cancers in Canada has been declining. So what that means is that we have better diagnostic tools, we have better treatment tools, and the mortality rate is in decline. So there you go. Now you know. All right, that's it. Continue working on those things. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday.